Hello everyone, this is Dr. P. Mary Anupama from the Department of Biochemistry, St. Joseph's College for Women. Today let us study glucogenic and ketogenic amino acids. Contents include the definitions, characteristics of glucogenic and ketogenic amino acids. Then we shall see what are both glucogenic and ketogenic amino acids, and then we will summarize. Amino acids can also be classified into two categories, like we have glucogenic amino acids and then ketogenic amino acids. This is based upon the 7 intermediates that they produce during their metabolism. And these 7 intermediates which we have to know include the pyruvate, alpha ketoglutarate, succinyl-CoA, fumarate, oxaloacetate, acetyl-CoA and acetoacetyl-CoA. Glucogenic amino acids are the ones which produce pyruvate or other glucogenic intermediates during their catabolism. These in turn are converted to glucose by gluconeogenesis pathway, and these intermediates include pyruvate, alpha ketoglutarate, succinyl-CoA, fumarate or oxaloacetate. Except for lysine and leucine, most of the essential amino acids, they are glucogenic amino acids. And some examples of glucogenic amino acids include alanine, arginine, asparagine, aspartate, cysteine, glutamate, glutamine, glycine, histidine, methionine, proline, serine and valine. Ketogenic amino acids. These amino acids, they produce acetyl-CoA and acetoacetyl-CoA during their catabolism. These intermediates, they are incorporated into ketone bodies, which upon their degradation, they produce carbon dioxide in the citric acid cycle. And the common ketogenic amino acids are lysine and leucine. Apart from that, we have phenylalanine, isoleucine, threonine, tryptophan and tyrosine as the ketogenic amino acids. Here is a brief of classification of amino acids. EAA means essential amino acids, non-essential amino acids. So glucogenic essential, glucogenic non-essential amino acids, ketogenic essential and ketogenic non-essential amino acids. We see that histidine, methionine, threonine and valine are the essential amino acids which are glucogenic, while alanine, arginine, asparagine, aspartate, cysteine, glutamine, glutamate, glycine, proline and serine are the non-essential amino acids which are glucogenic, while leucine and lysine are the essential amino acids which are ketogenic, while there is no non-essential amino acid which is ketogenic. There are some amino acids which are both glucogenic and ketogenic. These are non-essential amino acids include tyrosine, and examples of essential amino acids include isoleucine, phenylalanine and tryptophan. They act as both glucogenic as well as ketogenic amino acids. Here is a summary of metabolic products obtained from various amino acids. From alanine, cysteine, glycine, serine, threonine and tryptophan, we get pyruvate which gets incorporated into TCA cycle. Then acetyl-CoA is obtained from tryptophan, tyrosine, phenylalanine, threonine, isoleucine, lysine and leucine. Then we have arginine, histidine, proline and glutamine which get converted into glutamate, and this glutamate upon transamination will result in alpha ketoglutarate which is again an intermediate of this cycle, TCA cycle. Then we have threonine, methionine, isoleucine and valine which result in succinyl-CoA which is a part of TCA cycle. Then we have tyrosine, phenylalanine and then aspartate which will result in fumarate. And finally we have aspartate and asparagine which get converted into oxaloacetate. Here you can see all the red ones, they are glycogenic amino acids, the green ones they are ketogenic, while the purple ones they are both glucogenic as well as ketogenic amino acids. Once again a summary. Definitions. Glucogenic amino acids are the ones which during their metabolism or catabolism produce pyruvate and its intermediates, While ketogenic amino acids, they produce acetyl-CoA and acetoacetyl-CoA as their intermediates. Now coming to the products or the intermediates, we have seen that there are 7 intermediates. Starting with pyruvate, alpha-ketoglutarate, succinyl-CoA, then fumarate and oxaloacetate. These, they enter the TCA cycle. They also are required for glucogenesis. They are transferred to gluconeogenesis. While acetyl-CoA and ester-acetyl-CoA, they are utilized for the synthesis of ketone bodies, which will result in the release of carbon dioxide. Then yes, all these, they enter this gluconeogenesis, while acetyl-CoA and ester-acetyl-CoA, they don't enter gluconeogenesis. Then we have seen that examples of amino acids which are glucogenic. We have alanine, asparagine, aspartate, arginine, cysteine, glutamine, glutamate, glycine, histidine, methionine, proline, serine, valine, all these are glucogenic amino acids. While phenylalanine, isoleucine, threonine, tryptophan, all these, they are ketogenic amino acids. These are some references which you can follow while studying this particular topic. Thank you.